everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Elizeta, and I'm here today with my dear friend and co-host, Carlie.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really excited to be back for another episode. And as you can see, we have a name for the podcast. We are called Coffee Mug. And mug means chatting and discussing. So, coffee mug.
It does. I love it. I think it goes together really well. I think it just flows. And I think it really represents what we're trying to do here.
Exactly. With that being said, today we decided to have like a short Q&A so that you can get to know us.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to be asking each other questions just so you understand a bit more about us. So it feels a lot more personal.
Yeah, to get to know us, feel more comfortable, and to be familiar with your host. And your friends, because we are friends now.
Hi.
Okay, do you want to start, Carlie? Are you ready?
Yeah, definitely. So, what is your name and age?
My name is Elizeta, and I am 19 years old. What about you, Carlie?
So my name's Carlie, and I'm actually 21 years old.
2 years difference, baby.
Ooh, look at me being the adult.
Oh.
Doesn't work like that, actually. Don't worry. No, you could just be like, Carlie, you do not act like an adult, and I'll be like, no, I know.
You do act like an adult. You're so mature and you've done so many things.
But I'm more than happy to have fun with you guys, if that's what you're after.
Oh my god, that's great. Okay, so my next question is, where and what are you studying, my dear Carlie?
So I'm studying drama and media communications at Bath University.
That's so cool. I love how you have blended those different courses. I think they blend really nicely together.
Yeah, I do think they really complement each other because it makes me a lot more confident with the drama. And then media, I mean, look at me, I'm here, I'm trying my best.
You're doing amazing.
What about you, my love? What are you studying?
I'm really close to one of your courses, like one of your modules.
Yes, you are.
I am studying creative media at Bath University again. It's more broad, like we do different kinds of things. We are doing film production, audio editing, and trying my best to put all my knowledge into practice. Because, you know, going to university is a beautiful experience and something that really forms your own personality and your knowledge, and you gain so many things. But at the same time, it's that time that you need to put everything into practice.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. I feel like it really brings people out of their comfort zone. And it's really that transitional period between being a child, being in school, and then growing up, becoming an adult, and like doing things like we're here, we're doing this. And I don't know, I just really think it helps move into adulthood.
And it helps also to transition to the workplace. So it's a nice thing.
So, what are your hobbies?
I'm gonna be really boring here. I'm just saying that. What I do in my free time usually includes watching lots of YouTube. Unfortunately, I spend also a lot of time on social media. And then I listen to lots of music. And I'm like that person that has one playlist and it just plays it on and on all the time.
Oh my gosh, no, I feel you. I'm exactly the same. My car playlist never gets updated.
Yeah, but like it's like that, maybe like the comfort blanket. You listen to it, you sing your heart out on these songs. This is what I mostly enjoy about it. Like, I was listening to Amy Winehouse's Back to Black, and oh my god, I poured my heart out in this song. I'm not the best singer, but I do enjoy singing, and it's just
moves you.
Not only moves me, like
connect with it a lot.
Boosts my confidence and like my energy, and I feel so much better afterwards.
Love it.
My dopamine levels are like, oh yes,
the roof.
Yeah. I really enjoy it. What about you, Carlie?
So I actually have that in common. I absolutely love singing. I feel completely free when I'm singing. I feel like I connect with a lot of songs on like a more deeper level than just, oh, here's some lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, so I do sometimes write my own music. Not that I've ever got it out there, but I do love to dabble in that sort of area of my life. I'm also learning bass guitar and I can play ukulele, so look at me go. Apart from that, I love to draw, and I'm quite a creative person because I'm always with my camera. Yeah, I like flop at like the academic side. Like I'm not so great at like maths or science and stuff like that, but I think I'm quite a creative character.
You are a creative character. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Are you learning to play the bass at university or by yourself?
No, I'm doing it by myself actually. So yeah, so I'm watching some YouTube videos, like taking it from you. So yeah, get some inspo and then yeah, hopefully learn bass properly.
That's amazing. Good job. I'm really, really proud of you.
Well, thank you. Stop. You're making me blush.
I recently started drawing.
You have, like, your book cover is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I have lots of room for improvement. I know that. But I started drawing like around September when I came back to England. And it has been so refreshing for me because the thing is that, for example, one day I wanted to draw a girl on a beach and she was wearing that white dress, and the photo that I saw and I wanted to draw it was like really bright colors and like not bright colors, like soft colors, light colors. And that day I was so angry, so I turned it like in a really it was a sunset, so I turned like really orange and red, so I make it like really
I love it.
to express my rage. Yeah, and it made me feel so much better afterwards. Like it's so, I don't know, I let go of myself, my feelings, and it was such a creative way to actually let go of what I was feeling.
Oh my god, I actually love that and connect with that so much. Like I just feel like you can get so much out of just scribbling on a piece of paper or painting. So much passion can go into it. Or you can just have a really silly day and draw like little cartoon dogs.
Yay! Yeah. Nothing wrong with some cartoon dogs.
That's true. Leading on from that, actually, you mentioned that you came back to England. So, what does that mean?
I'm from Greece.
Ooh, look at you. Amazing.
Oh my god. So, yeah, I grew up in Greece. I had, like, until I was 18. I moved here last year. And I moved back to Greece again for the first lockdown. Really stressful, wouldn't recommend it, but everything was fine. What about you? You are from
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you've guessed by my voice that I'm from Wales. I love Wales. I think it's so pretty, and I know it's actually quite a bit smaller than England, and I feel like I've gone out of my comfort zone and gone, ooh, look at me, I'm going to like bigger cities. And yeah, so sadly guys, I'm not going to say better cities, but actually no, I've grown to love England so much, and I actually think, I'm hoping that maybe someday in the future I can call it my home.
I mean, don't you call it home now?
So Bath, yeah, I call Bath my home now. But in the back of my little mind, I'm like, oh, Wales will always be my home. But I'm thinking, like, give it another couple of years of me being in this, like, beautiful part of the country, I'm going to be like, no, this is my home. This is where I belong. Yeah. Bit deep, like, woo.
Yeah, call it home. It's really important to actually find inside you a new place to have it as a comfort place to be.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Home.
I completely agree.
And what is your favorite podcast? Because we are doing a podcast, but what is your favorite apart from ours? Of course,
yeah. So this is my number one, but yeah, so my favorite podcast is Psychobabble by Tyler Oakley and Corey Cool.
Oh wow.
So they just sort of have like a good laugh, talk about topics that they feel they need to bring up. They talk about social media. I just feel like I don't keep up with YouTube. I don't keep up with social media myself. So listening to that now and again really like brings me back to now, brings me back to current issues and they do it so lightly that it's easy to listen to, and I'm so inspired by that. I just hope that we can bring something to people that is also easy to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Do you connect with a podcast in particular?
Well, it's more of a real crime junkie. So I listen to the podcast called Crime Junkie, obviously. I love true crime. Basically, they take cases, either cold cases or people that are missing, serial killers, and they just analyze the case. and they do it in such a way that I absolutely love. I love the way they narrate the events and everything that has happened. So that is my favorite podcast out of everything.
I love that so much. That sounds so interesting. It's so you. I can just see you just sitting there, tucked in your bed, listening to this true crime podcast. Love it.
I mean, basically, that's how I spent my first quarantine. I swear to God, I was sitting like doing work or sitting in my bed with my headphones on and just listening to Crime Junkie all day long. And my parents were like, "You're always on the phone," and I was like, yeah, actually, I'm listening to a podcast, and they're like, because in Greece,
expanded my knowledge.
Yeah, we do have podcasts, but my parents are not really familiar with it. They're more of a radio station type of people, and so I was like, I'm listening to podcasts, and I'm like, what is podcast? And I'm like, what I'm doing like in the radio station right now, and they couldn't get it, but I love them. I love them for that. That's okay.
Hopefully we're gonna open their eyes and introduce them to something new.
Yeah, I think they'll like it. They will like it.
I hope so. It's just us two rambling on, hopefully talking to some people.
Yeah, I will update you on that though. I will send them this podcast. Hi mom and dad, love you guys.
Hi. Lovely to meet you. Yeah, so I actually feel like we've learned quite a lot about each other.
Yeah.
And I really hope you guys have too. I really hope you're like, ooh, okay, they actually have a personality and they're not just doing this for giggles. But
they're not just two voices talking in my ear.
Yeah, we are people. And actually, guys, if you would like to know more about us, we are now on Instagram, Twitter. We also have our own little website. We're on Spotify and Google Podcasts.
Yeah, so if you just Google search anywhere, Coffee Mug Podcast, mug with an A, not with a U, and you just look this up, you'll find us.
You will. Yeah, and we would love to hear from you. If you've got anything you'd like to ask us or anything you'd like to hear, just get in touch and we'll hopefully provide.
Yeah, feel free to contact us, share your stories, your ideas, and if you have any ideas that you want us to talk about,
yeah, definitely, or like words of wisdom, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get to know each other a bit better with this podcast through the next episodes.
Yeah, definitely. It's a journey not only for you but for us too, so learn with us, grow with us. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for listening this week's podcast. We hope you're well, stay safe, and we'll talk next week.
Thank you.
Bye.